Have you ever thought that video games could help save lives? Or imagined a cat running a town? And did you know that William Shakespeare had a curse poem engraved on his tombstone? Well, today we've got some jaw-dropping stories that will totally change the way you look at the world around you. Fact number 1. Surgeons and video games. Can gaming actually save lives? Surprisingly, yes. A study found that surgeons who regularly play video games for at least 3 hours a week perform laparoscopic surgeries, also known as keyhole surgeries, 27% faster and make 37% fewer errors. But why does gaming have such a dramatic impact on medical skills? Video games, especially action or simulation games, train players to have lightning-fast reflexes, excellent hand-eye coordination, and the ability to multitask under pressure. These are the exact skills needed in laparoscopic surgery, where surgeons use a small camera and fine instruments to perform complex operations through tiny incisions. Precision is everything, and a single mistake could be critical. Fact number 2, Cat Mayor. Meet Stubbs, a ginger tabby who served as the honorary mayor of Talkeetna, Alaska, for 20 years. In 1997, Talkeetna's residents, who were frustrated with politicians, jokingly elected Stubbs to the position. What started as a playful protest turned into a charming story of a community rallying around their unconventional leader. His office was Nagley's General Store, where he would often lounge on the counter or roam the aisles. Visitors flocked from all over the world to meet the feline mayor, and Stubbs loved the attention, particularly when it came with pets and treats. Far from being a mere mascot, Stubbs was a unifying figure. Locals credited him with putting Talkeetna on the map, boosting tourism and helping the tiny town thrive economically. Stubbs continued his reign until his peaceful passing in 2017 at the ripe old age of 20. Fact number 3. Buried in a Pringles can. Frederick Bauer, the inventor of the iconic Pringles can, was so proud of his revolutionary design that he requested his ashes be buried in one of the cans. And yes, his family honored that wish. When Bauer passed away in 2008 at the age of 89, his family faced the quirky but heartfelt task of fulfilling his last wish. They bought a can of Pringles, debated briefly over which flavor to use, and ultimately chose the original flavor. After all, it was the classic choice. His ashes were placed inside the can and then buried alongside the rest of his remains in an urn. Fact number 4. No bears allowed at the beach. It's illegal to bring bears to the beach in Israel. It's an actual law, though its origins are a bit murky. The ban likely stems from a time when Israel inherited parts of its legal framework from the British Mandate. Quirky, outdated laws like this often remain on the books, simply because no one thinks to repeal them. Fact number 5. Saliva and taste. Have you ever noticed that food tastes bland when your mouth is dry? It's because saliva is the secret ingredient that unlocks flavor. Without it, your taste buds can't do their job. But how does this work? Taste buds, those tiny sensory receptors on your tongue, can only detect flavors when food molecules dissolve in liquid. Saliva acts as a natural solvent, breaking down food into smaller molecules and carrying them to your taste buds. Once the molecules hit the taste buds, they send signals to your brain, telling you whether something is sweet, salty, sour, bitter, or savory. Without saliva, this entire process comes to a screeching halt. No saliva means no dissolved molecules, and no dissolved molecules means no taste. Fact number 6. Snow in the Sahara Desert. The Sahara Desert, known for its scorching heat and endless sand dunes, seems like the last place you'd expect to see snow. Yet, on February 18, 1979, this arid landscape was blanketed in a rare and magical snowfall that lasted about 30 minutes. It was a stunning sight, golden sand dunes dusted with white snowflakes. Fact number 7. Shakespeare's tombstone curse poem. William Shakespeare, the Bard of Avon, wasn't just a master of words in life. He made sure his final resting place carried his poetic flair and a stern warning. Inscribed on his tombstone in Stratford-upon-Avon's Holy Trinity Church is a chilling epitaph. Good friend, for Jesus' sake forbear to dig the dust enclosed here. Blessed be the man that spares these stones, and cursed be he that moves my bones. This wasn't just Shakespeare's artistic touch. It was a clear message: don't mess with my grave. And so far, people have obeyed. For over 400 years, Shakespeare's remains have stayed undisturbed, a rarity in an era when graves were often exhumed to make room for new burials or to retrieve bones for study. Fact number 8. Valentine's Day in South Korea. In South Korea, during Valentine's Day, it's the women who take the initiative. On this day, women give chocolates to the men in their lives, whether it's a romantic partner, a crush, or even a friend or co-worker. But don't worry, this isn't a one-sided affair. A month later, on March 14th, the men get their chance to return the gesture on what's called White Day. South Korea also celebrates Black Day on April 14th, a day for singles. Those who didn't receive gifts on Valentine's or White Day gather to commiserate and enjoy a comforting bowl of jjajangmyeon, noodles in black bean sauce. Fact number 9. A day for imagining cats and dogs with thumbs. March 3rd marks one of the quirkiest holidays you'll ever hear about. It's called What If Cats and Dogs Had Opposable Thumbs Day. Yes, it's a real thing. Fact number 10. Eiffel Tower almost ended up in Barcelona. Did you know the Eiffel Tower was originally designed for a different city, Barcelona, Spain? Back in the late 19th century, French engineer Gustave Eiffel submitted plans for his towering iron structure to be built in Barcelona for the 1888 World's Fair. But the city's officials rejected it, dismissing it as too ugly and impractical for their skyline. They saw the massive iron structure as a monstrosity, a stark contrast to the beauty of Barcelona's more traditional architecture. He took his ambitious design to Paris, where the city was planning a World's Fair in 1889 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of the French Revolution. They embraced the tower's bold, modern look. Construction began in 1887, and after 2 years of building, the Eiffel Tower was completed in 1889, standing as the tallest man-made structure in the world at the time. If you enjoyed today's facts, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss another mind-blowing video. And hey, drop a comment below. What fact surprised you the most? We love hearing from you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Stay curious.